There has been, I love the fire, I love the thumbs up, I like all that, that's great, I'm feeling it, digging it. Real quick, I do want to touch on a little bit of business. I feel like I'm about to turn into Lord Business here, but I just want to give a shout out to everybody because we are literally skating up on 28,000. I set a goal pretty much for the whole channel so that we can try and get to like 30K by the end of this month. Actually, I'm pretty sure it'll happen because as I am looking at the May goal, which is like right in there, it kind of looks like we're already like 93.09% of the way there. So I want to give shout outs to everybody. Also, real quick, I don't get to do this very often on the channel because I am forgetful, but I do want to go ahead and give some quick shout outs to some of the patrons, Earth's mightiest patrons. I know I think one or two of y'all might be in the house right now. Real quick, I want to go ahead and give some shout outs here because it's y'all are helping a brother out. So we're gonna make that a thing here. Real quick, do want to go ahead and give a shout out at my man Adam Shafani. You've been dropping in on me for the last few months at $1 a piece. I appreciate that. Also want to give a shout out to and I'm gonna butcher a name here in a minute. I just want to go ahead and be real with y'all. Adiemo Adamola. You've been hooking a brother up for the last couple of months at $5 a pop. Solid. Love you. My man's James Williams, you've been hitting me up for was this $1 a month, 16 months straight, man. That's much love. Montreal Grant, yes, you've been actually hooking me up for 8 months now at a combined one. I think is it's like $1 a piece. I got a new patron, Rain Deb Joys. A new patron at $5. You the MVP. And then I got also got longtime fam in here, Raruni Koi, been hitting me up for 9 months at $5. Thank you. And of course, one of the ultimate MVP, Sandra Douglas, at 25 bones for a total of 16 months. So just want to go ahead and throw that out there. Thank you all, because I mean, like I said, without y'all's help, y'all actually don't realize how much of this y'all make happen.
Best match.
But wait a minute, we got wait a minute. We got a little super chat going on up in here. Thank you. GKG, really appreciate that. Thank you for that, dude. Also, just want to go ahead and say real quick too. Yeah, man, if you throw in the super chats, that's also amazing as well. Like I said, I'll shout you out in the chat if you got a special question or something you want me to ask. Not that I'm not going to answer questions for people that don't super chat, but if you super chat, I will also be a little more inclined. But just want to say thank you to everybody that's out there throwing in love, support, everything like that, because man, it has just been it's been interesting. It's been very interesting. That said, let's go ahead. Let's run down real quick what we're gonna be talking about today, because actually, unlike some of the last times, there's no guests. It's just me. Y'all just be talking with me, and I got some things I want to talk about that have come up over the last little bit, and I have paper. So basically, what we're going to be talking about today, we're going to be talking about the death of a Star Wars legend. We are going to be talking about the not death of a comics legend. And we're also going to be talking about Batman's, of course, we'll just say that a little bit towards the end, but Batman, I got some Batman news. I kind of want to talk about this kind of tangential to some stuff we've talked about in the past. Batman's movie return, probably not happening anytime soon, if ever. Also, the Batman Superman comic that's going to be spinning out of Batman Who Laughs miniseries. Of course, we're going to talk about some Sonic changes. Some news from Scott Snyder about Dark Knight's Metal, and we'll also be this other one. One of these, I don't know if I'm going to talk about this one or not, just because I don't know. I feel like I don't like getting controversial just because I'm such a positive guy. But we'll probably talk about Matthew Rosenberg and what went down in one of the last in the last issue of Uncanny X-Men, which I haven't done a video on yet, but I do plan to release that sometime either this week or next week. So I'll be spoiling my own spoils, if that makes any sense. So oh, wait a minute. Oh wait, Mad Titan MCU. Oh wait, hold on. I want to run through here real quick because actually we just got some stuff here. Oh wait, first off, Von Shaw, dude, what's going on? What's happening? And then Trill, dude, All the love, man. All the love. And then Mad Titan MCU says, yeah, I found your channel on Instagram because I was looking through NXT hashtag that you used, and I was at the same show. Oh, yeah, dude, we were. Yes! The NXT show they had, I think it was in South Haven, Mississippi, man. That show was amazing, by the way. That show was better than the Raw that came a few months later, and I'm just going to go and put that on Front Street because facts. Okay, so real quick. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and run through everything. Matter of fact, you know what? Gotta close the door, because that's a thing, too. Okay, so pardon me. I have to take a sip out of this Raw Cup. No promotion for WWE, because, we don't care. Raw sucks lately anyway. Oh, man. Okay, so real quick, let's go ahead. Let's get the depressing stuff. I want to go ahead and get the depressing stuff out of the way. I know some of you may or may not be, y'all may or may not be fans of Star Wars. I don't know how many Star Wars fans we got in here, but I just want to go ahead and pour one out real quick. And I'm not, and I know somebody asked me about this in another video, like, oh man, why'd you play the Boys to Men in the last video? Because somebody else was like, I can't play Boys to Men anymore because, man, I have learned something about Boys to Men. Those mofos, they are as litigious as their voices are of an angel. Like, when I posted the video where I had that little clip in there, within less than a second of the video posting, I feel like it was actually more than that. Within like 5 minutes. And I guess not only because, the algorithm and how they have like, bots that watch for stuff like that, but also because apparently I have reach. I was trending at the time, so that didn't help me, didn't do me any favors. Those mofos came from my throat. I just want to go and let y'all know right now, yeah, that ain't happening again. That ain't happening again. But what I do want to say is I want to pour one out for Peter Mayhew, who I feel like when people talk about Star Wars, when you talk about actors, legends in the Star Wars franchise, yeah, people are going to talk about your Harrison Fords. They're going to talk about your Mark Hamills. They're going to talk about your Carrie Fishers. They're going to talk about your Billy D. Williams. They're going to talk about all these other actors who have played all these iconic characters. And I think one of the guys who doesn't get talked about enough is Peter Mayhew. And I know there was I don't know if there was controversy, maybe some light controversy when The Force Awakens came out and the new Star Wars franchises, and that people were kind of upset that Peter Mayhew wasn't going to play Chewbacca, or at least not in the capacity that maybe they would have preferred. They had gotten a younger actor to play Chewbacca, and they didn't really go into specifics as to why, but I think this may have had something to do with it. He, from what I understand, his health, I want to say his health was failing. And, hey, what's going on, Shirley? And I always have this weird thing. I keep looking that way instead of that way because I'm actually looking at the chat, so I apologize. I'm actually looking at you, only not at the same time. But yeah, man. No. Don't worry about that, Chris. There's no in-game spoilers in here. We're not doing that today. That was the last show. I'm not going to talk about in-game. I mean, or at least if I do, I will let you know ahead of time before I say anything. So yeah, let's keep I know the Russos have put a limit on the spoiler ban. They said this coming Monday, the spoiler ban goes off because you would have had a full week, almost 2 weeks to, get on that. So there you go. So don't worry about that. No spoilers in here. But one thing I do want to kind of talk about, and I'm gonna try and prop this up so that y'all can kind of see what I'm seeing. But I'm basically looking at comic book resources. Here, let's go over here real quick. And so yeah, basically on April 30th, he died at 74, which, man, dude, that's from what I understand, I don't know all the the major details. But man, the guy literally was in this business for over 30 years. Playing Chewbacca off and on in like various and sundry things. But from what I hear here, he did actually apparently he does actually appear in The Force Awakens as Chewbacca, but I think it's in a limited capacity. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know the full gist of it, but it looks like, yeah, it was, they had another guy whose name I'm not even going to try and pronounce, because, just look at it. Just look at it. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. I'll jack it up. But, I just wanted to pour one out for Peter Mayhew, just because, I mean, the guy literally played one of the most popular characters in a franchise, and I feel like he gets no love, as a result of that. So just want to go ahead and, we just want to go ahead and pour one out for my mans, real quick. Just, like I said, just feel really bad about it, because, just like, no one really talks about it. It was one of those things, I felt like, people were talking about, like, on Twitter, Facebook, and stuff like that, but it was like, it was nowhere near the level of, like, Carrie Fisher, or anything like that, which, I mean, I get why. Carrie Fisher was just a much bigger face, in the industry and in the franchise, but still, it's like, man, gotta show some love for my guy here. Now, I do also want to say, speaking of deaths, and it's one of those things that I feel kind of bad about, because this one is, so some of you may or may not remember, that you'll probably remember what was it, Bernie Mac. Back in the, some years ago, there was this whole deal. Everybody was like, oh man, Bernie Mac passed away. And then come to find out, he didn't. Like, he was alive and well, nothing was wrong. The reports were false. Everybody in media was talking about, like, oh, Bernie Mac, he's gone. Rest in peace, Bernie Mac. Hashtag rest in peace, Bernie Mac. And he was alive. And then, like, I think maybe a week to 2 weeks later, he legit died. Now, this isn't necessarily the case with this person, but they did have some stuff happen where people were like, they were basically saying that, the reports were around saying that, this guy died. And the guy I'm talking about is a man by the name of Michael Davis, who some of you may know as he's one of the creators, one of the co-founders of Milestone Media. I mean, the guy, he's a legend in the business. He's but he was wrongfully reported dead. Yeah, he was not dead. It was he was hacked. His Twitter, social medias, they were all hacked. They reported that he died this past Monday, and that is absolutely not the case. Matter of fact, you can see down here, his Twitter, his own personal Twitter page says, it is with much sadness we're sharing this. My cousin Michael Davis took his life early this morning. Details about services are forthcoming. Michael was in constant pain, bodily and mentally. We hope he is finally at peace. The family. And it's really kind of messed up, because this actually caught traction. This actually made waves across Twitter, because I was actually watching I was actually, like, on Twitter, like, kind of, like, looking at other stuff that was going on, because I was chit-chatting with friends and other people. And, dude, it was messed up. It was really messed up, because when you tell people someone's dead, especially from their own personal account, like, you don't know what kind of emotions. Like, I'm not connected to Michael Davis in any way, shape, form, or fashion, other than the comics that he was connected to. And I was like, oh man, that sucks. And I even almost shared it, but then something told me, like, just wait, see what happens. Oh, by the way, man, what's going on? We got Goku in the house. Oh, and my man Sal in the house, loving it. But yeah, man, Claims, I'm right there with you, man. That's some evil. That's some straight up evil. That's some straight up evil shit. And yeah, I know. GKG was saying, the crazy part was that he was sick off and on. That is, but like I said, you just got to be careful with that sort of thing. I don't appreciate it. I don't think it's cool. I think it's kind of lame that, this is the type of stuff that happens. And, But it is up here. They do say per Bleeding Cool, Michael Davis is not dead. Early Monday morning, the writer's Facebook account was hacked, and the party responsible posted as a family member and posted an obituary. So like, I don't know what they're doing as far as like how they're gonna handle this particular thing. I don't know how that's gonna go down. But yeah, man, that is just not cool. I don't appreciate that even in the slightest. But yeah. Oh, dude, what's up, Jason Brown? What's happening, man? What's happening? Yeah, I see y'all falling up in here, man. I ain't mad at you, man. I am not mad at you. You know, and I'm gonna be right. I'm gonna be honest with you, Clarence. Maybe. I could see that being a thing where, you know, someone's like, you know, hey, you know, this guy, you know, he's, you know, part, like, it's like a family member or somebody like, oh, you know, screw this guy, I want to get back at him, and which, I'm just sorry, that's just childish. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I am very not okay with all the stuff I've been reading in the news, social media, whatever. Like, people claiming other people are dead, people you know, issuing death threats, people just doing all kinds of evil, sadistic stuff. And it's like, man, if the people doing this actually took the time and channeled that energy, take that same energy you were using to you know, to spread like hatred and lies and just all kind of, you know, shady shit. Dude, if you could take that same energy and apply it towards something creative or something like beneficial to the world would just be a much better place. It really would. Oddly enough, not everybody has the wherewithal to do that, and I totally get that. But it just, I don't know, stuff like that just, it upsets me on a level that, I don't know, man. I just don't get it. I just do not get it. But one thing I am going to do real quick here, we're going to, because, you know, since it has been brought up, and I figured, like, we're talking about all this downer stuff, man, I want to talk about something that's that I can laugh at. I want to talk about something I can laugh at. So yeah, we are about to talk about Sonic. Man. How many of y'all seen the trailer? I just want to ask real quick. Real quick, I want to see who has seen the trailer. I'm assuming almost everybody in this yeah, I take it some of y'all have seen it then. Oh god. Yeah, no, dude. First off, I just want to go ahead and say right now, I've been talking to one above none. Y'all see him in the chat, Jason Brown. We've been talking off and on Twitter about this, man. Look, oh man, I love y'all so much. Y'all are fantastic. Here, let me mess with this real quick. We are probably going to I'm debating whether or not I even want to bother putting this on the video screen. Okay, first off, the only way you giving fades out with those teeth is like you can't even fade broccoli with those teeth. Okay, first off, let's go ahead and talk about here. I'm gonna go ahead and play against my better judgment. I'm gonna play some of the trailer, and I'm gonna try. Let me know. I'm gonna try not to here. I'm gonna turn down my audio capture because I don't want to blow anybody out of the water. No. We're gonna skip over the music. We're not playing that because here we're gonna I'm gonna see if I can.
Are you in charge here?
Yes, I am.
Here, let's see if we can get around this. Here, we're gonna.
Oh, come on. Okay, pal, I want.
Oh wow, this music is like literally all through the trailer.
Your planet.
Like, dude, this is.
Oh, is that all you got?
No, but thank you for asking.
Dude, this trailer looks garbage.
Whatever this creature is, our job is to secure it.
Yeah, dude, this is garbage.
See what makes it tick.
Like, I'm talking literally straight up and down garbage. Look at this, dude. This is straight up doo-doo.
Look at this. I took 9 million steps today.
Oh my god. Okay, so I'm just going to be real with y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and be real. I'm gonna go ahead and be real with y'all, man. I just want to go ahead and say that this is literally like furry. And I think I've said this to some of y'all that I've talked to in the, you know, Twitter, Facebook, but this is furry Flash. This is literally furry Flash. This is not a Sonic movie. This is a Flash movie with a furry Flash. Like, it's like the only thing missing from this trailer is the only thing missing from this trailer is like at the very beginning where he goes, "My name is Furry Allen, and I'm the fastest hedgehog alive." That's really the only thing that's missing from that trailer. If they would have put that in there, I would have believed every word of it that it is that this is. Someone said this was the Flash movie. This whole thing. And how many of y'all remember the Mario Brothers movie from the 90s? How many of y'all remember that? Like with I forget what was it, with John Leguizamo, Dennis Hopper. Why am I blanking on the guy who played Mario? But that is a native saying that yes, this is a movie where the people who are making it do not understand what Sonic is. The whole let's take the video game and let's put it in the real world. Dude, don't do that. Stop doing it. It is dumb. It does not work. It is freaking awful. Samson said, wait. Samson said, "Don't ever bring that movie up again." I'm after this, you'll never hear me talk about it again. But here's the thing, though. Am I wrong, though? Am I wrong? Like, when you try and take something that is from such a media as a video game, that's okay. Here's my movie pitch. Here's my awful movie pitch for 2019. Let's actually take something like Kirby. Let's take the video game Kirby. And instead of Kirby being in his own world, doing his own things, we're going to take him and we're going to put him in the really real world. I don't like that. Because you're taking them away from the thing that probably made them interesting in the first place. And I see, was it Apocalypse the Destroyer Reloaded said they did the same thing with Pikachu movie. Everybody knows that Pikachu can't talk. Well, here's the thing, though, and I will rebut you on that one, because Detective Pikachu is a video game. Like, I mean, yeah, we know Pokemon is, a thing, but the Detective Pikachu game predated the movie by a country mile. It was the success of Detective Pikachu that actually led to them making the movie, and it's Pokemon. But, I mean, I'm just saying, like, yeah, I mean, hey, look, if somebody wants to cut the check to me on a Kirby movie, I mean, I'll take it. Let's see here. Oh, dude, what's going on, Kendall? What's happening, man? What's going on in there? Yeah, I see y'all showing up, man. I'm digging it, man. I'm digging it. But here's the thing, and actually, I'm gonna piggyback my man Sal in the chat. Pikachu looks like Pikachu. All of the characters look like they're supposed to look. Mewtwo looks like Mewtwo. Bulbasaur looks like Bulbasaur. Charizard looks like Charizard. And yes, Pikachu talks. But that is the thing about Detective Pikachu. Detective Pikachu is not the Pikachu of Ash Ketchum that we know from the cartoon. He is just another Pikachu who happens to be able to talk. All the other Pokemon don't really have that ability. So yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things that I just kind of feel like when they made Detective Pikachu, and I don't know, some of y'all may have seen this, and I'm going to see if I can find this. I'm going to see if I can actually find this. Because I want y'all to see. I want y'all to see what I'm talking about here. Okay, and I want to make sure that... Because I want to make sure that I give the artist some credit here. Because he is also the reason why some of this is actually going out. So here, we're gonna cut over here. So, what I want to show y'all is right here, the artist, Joshua Dunlop. He actually is the same guy who they consulted, and no, I do not want your notifications. Joshua Dunlop is the guy who the people behind the Detective Pikachu movie contacted when they wanted designs and conceptual ideas for the Pokemon in that movie. And it's not exactly the same, but if you look at his art, you can see what they took cues from. Like immediately when I saw the Detective Pikachu trailer for the first time, that's kind of what I was like, oh wow. I said they kind of took a nod from the one guy, and come to find out, they did. They actually did. Here, let me see if I can, pull some of these up. And like I said, they don't take the designs, and I'm going to tell you right now, they're not taking the designs one for one. But the thing is, if you look at some of these, and you look at like kind of the design aesthetic, I mean, yeah, they didn't go like 100% the way that he went. I mean, they still kept it looking like the cartoon and the video games. But if you look at some of them, it's not that far off. I mean, I don't think we've seen Oddish or Caterpie in any of these, in any of the trailers so far. But I mean, they're doing a great job. At least, and that's kind of the whole thing. Okay, that Eevee looks a little crazy. I'm not crazy about that Eevee. And it is nice to know that Eevee is in the movie. I think we see like Flareon or Jolteon, one of the two. But that Diglett is adorable, though. That Diglett is a little adorable. And then here, what else we got? The Jigglypuff. They actually took that Jigglypuff almost one for one. Minus some of the stuff right in here. They left this out. The kind of caddish looking snout. They left that out. And I would not be surprised if we saw Poliwag, that is exactly what Poliwag looked like. Because like I said, some of them they actually did take shot for shot. The other ones not so much. Now here's the thing. Okay, first I want to go ahead and say right now real quick. Real quick, I want to run through just kind of because I've been kind of away from the chat here for a minute, but I do want to say yes. I do agree with Shirley. I agree. Yes. Video game movies, on average, suck. The closest we have ever gotten to good, legitimately good on their own merits, video game movies, Mortal Kombat being the first. And I would even make some cases. I know a lot of people aren't crazy about the Silent Hill movie, the first Silent Hill movie, but that movie is actually not that bad. It takes a lot of liberties with Silent Hill, but it's the best Silent Hill anything to come out since the Silent Hill 3 video game. Which, I mean, I'll take it. I'll totally take it. Oh, God, no, I'll never say Street. Okay, I tell you what. I will say Street Fighter, but not the one with Jean-Claude Van Damme. At the same time, the Jean-Claude Van Damme Raul Julia, Raul Julia movie, because I'm going to put some respect in his name, because he was the only good part of it. But when the same time that movie came out, that was the same time we got the Street Fighter 2 animated movie, and that movie was infinitely better. Now, yes, because it was an anime, sure, but I don't care. It's still a movie. But I do also want to say, yeah, and yeah, and to Apocalypse, to your credit, yes, and I'm right there with you. When Pokemon first came out, oh man, I was like in my late teens. Like, I think I started playing when I was like maybe 17 years old. So yeah, and I was even watching it a little before that. Like, I think when the that was when the video games, the cartoon maybe like 15, 16 or something like that. But you know what? Okay, here. You know what? Cricket, I'm gonna ride with you. There's nothing wrong with Warcraft. I mean, there is something wrong with Warcraft, but that movie is also good. I think Warcraft is a great movie. And it knows what it is. It knows the lore. And if you are a fan of the Warcraft storyline, I feel like you can really get more out of it than anybody else. I just feel like the Warcraft movie has like where your normal movie has first act, second act, third act. Warcraft is one of those movies that has the dreaded fourth act. It's that act that you don't need. It's an act that probably should be in another movie. Like, that's my problem with Warcraft. But no, I think Warcraft is great. I think Warcraft is great. Yes, and Robert, they do need to consult this guy for the guy, was it Joshua Dunlop, I think I said his name was. They do need to consult him for Sonic, because, yeah, we kind of need that. Oh, Jason Brown about Street Fighter V. Dude, I haven't watched Street Fighter V in forever, but I will say this much. I don't remember a whole lot about that series, but the opening music was like, dun 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 dun. Like, I don't remember exactly how it goes, but you get the idea what I'm talking about. That shit was fire. Speed Racer, that's more of like an anime conversion, which I actually think the Speed Racer movie's fine because, I mean, it captured what Speed Racer was. I mean, was the movie perfect or great? I could watch it once or twice. But, I mean, it's not awful or anything. Also, Scott Pilgrim. Now, Scott Pilgrim's a little bit different because Scott Pilgrim is more of a comic book adaptation. And when it comes to comic book adaptations, I say Scott Pilgrim is better than most. Because it does capture that. Now, it just so happens that Scott Pilgrim is a comic that uses video games as a narrative point. So yeah, I'll take that. Okay, the animated Tekken movie wasn't bad. No, I'm joking. It actually isn't awful. It's not great though. Okay, I'll tell you one. Y'all want to talk about a bad one? Okay. How many of y'all are familiar with Dead or Alive? How many of y'all are familiar with Dead or Alive? The Dead or Alive, live action movie, dog shit. The Dead or Alive live action movie is absolutely okay. Also, Street Fighter, The Legend of Chun-Li, also dog shit. The King of Fighters, I think there's a King of Fighters movie, a live action. I don't think it came out over here. I know there's a couple of Tekken live action movies. Also dog shit. So yeah, so there's a lot of those. There's the video game movies do not get a lot of love. But I think Detective Pikachu will probably be the first legitimately 110% good video game movie. Yeah, as far as that. I do want to say, now don't. Here, let me see. King of Fighters. I know they were making one at one point. I don't know if they actually, like, kept with it. Yep, they did. Yep, here it is here. Oh, man. Do y'all want to see this? Do y'all want me to show you what I'm looking at here? Because, I can show you, and it ain't good. It is not good. So, yeah, look at King of Fighters 2010... 3.1 out of 10 stars is the average review on it. Yeah, I have seen parts of it. I haven't seen the whole movie, so I don't want to talk too much shit. But I want y'all to look at this cast, though. They had Maggie Q as Mai Shiranui, which I think that one's just weird because when you think about what in who Mai Shiranui is, Maggie Q is the opposite of that. Like, Mai Shiranui is like this, and I'm not trying to be sexist here about this. I just want to go ahead and let that be known. I'm just talking about the fact that Mai Shiranui in the video games is this buxom, just overly, just like okay, let's be fair here. Mai Shiranui has the worst outfit for fighting for her body type because she has boobs out the yin yang. Matter of fact, you know what? I didn't want to do this originally, but I am actually gonna do it. Because why not? You know what? Why not? I love you guys, and I'll take the I'll take the content strike if it comes up. I don't give a damn. I'll take the content strike. I don't give a fuck. So here, wait. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit because last time it was a little bad. But here we're gonna.
The first piece made him the strongest fighter on Earth. The final piece will make him a god.
How many of y'all?
Video game, Fatal Fury, the motion picture, comes to America from Japanese action director.
How many of y'all have seen this?
They fought for fame. Next, they fought for revenge. Now, Terry must fight to protect the beautiful Sulia. Can Terry and the others stop her twin brother Laocoon before it's too late? Fatal Fury, the motion picture, stars Mark Hildreth as
Like, if y'all, I don't know if any of y'all have actually seen this, but this movie is freaking amazing. This is not King of the Fighters, but it's Fatal Fury.
available now from Viz Video.
Oh yeah. And my favorite, and that literally is like my favorite part of the whole damn thing. But yeah, like that is what a King of Fighters Fatal Fury movie should be. I mean, granted, that's an anime, but for contrast, I want y'all to see what we got. I want y'all to see 100% what we got, and it ain't pretty.
They live among us, living normal lives, until called upon into another dimension, where an elite group of fighters compete.
This looks like dog shit.
Turning into a fighter. It's about him acquiring all the power and confidence and eventually turns into a superhero.
It's very comic book, sort of anime feel to it.
Oh god.
Fight Club in a way. You have your daily thing.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it was no. She's somebody else.
She fights like hell.
Now that's Darth Maul. That's Darth Maul right there.
This character we create, he's this guy working for CIA, investigating the whole KOF secret society.
Yeah, that's look.
It's gonna be fun. If you like video games, you're gonna like this film.
No, he lied to y'all. I want y'all to know that the man playing Terry Bogard just lied to you. He said that if you like video games, you'll like this movie. No, you will not. No. He is lying to you. Do not believe his lies. Do not go back to him. He is lying to you. He's cheating on you. Please, move out. Stop taking his calls. I'm sorry. Just I know it gets a little extra there. But oh, Double Dragon. I think I saw Clint. I just kind of scrolled back a little bit. Yeah, Double Dragon, trash. Trash tier movie. Claire says I need my time back. Yes. Okay, I'll turn the volume up a little bit on that. I didn't want to blow y'all out of here with the crazy sound. I tell you what, Cricket, you're not wrong. I think the reason why they didn't do it is because he would have been too short. Ray Park is a ridiculously short guy. Or he's not necessarily so much short, but I don't know. It's really weird. Really weird. But he would have been a better choice than Finn Jones. That would have That's for damn sure. But no, I don't know. Like I said, that was all in aid of saying that yes, video game movies, oh man, they notoriously not good. And I just want to go ahead and say right now that we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna swap back over here to kind of getting back to Sonic. But let's go back up here. You can see this is your Sonic right here, and it is awful. I mean, actually, really, in this picture alone, he actually doesn't look that bad. It's when you get, like, a full shot of him is when he looks rough. And when he opens his mouth, it's even worse. It's like, if this was the Sonic we were getting, I actually would not be messed up about it. But that is not the... This is the best this version of Sonic will ever look. But basically what happened was Jeff Fowler, and if I'm not mistaken, he is the director of the Sonic movie. He actually tweeted out the other day... thank you for the support and the criticism. The message is loud and clear. You aren't happy with the design and you want changes. It's going to happen. Everyone at Paramount and Sega are fully committed to making this character the best he can be. Hashtag Sonic movie. Hashtag gotta fix fast. And yeah, they don't necessarily say how, they plot to do this. They don't necessarily say, how they, plan to take care of, this. And I know I've seen all the memes of, like, what was it, talking about Jim Carrey is literally carrying this movie on his back. Yes, he is. He is. He kind of is. Wait. No, Ray Park was not Nightcrawler. Ian Cummings. Ian Cummings was, Nightcrawler. So, yeah. But yeah, I do want to see the Witcher live action TV show. And now here's the thing, and I want people to understand this because and the only reason I bring this up is because we're talking about video game related stuff. The Netflix Witcher TV show is not based on the video games. It's based on the books that the video games are based on. Now, you can make a case to say that yes, maybe they should base it off the thing that is more popular, but to be fair, the books and the games, though I love them, I can't say I love the books. I honestly have only skimmed them. And also my Russian, not that great, so there you go. But the video games, there's things that didn't translate from the books to the video games, and I think there's things that from the video games that they changed that won't translate to the books. It's one of those weird things, which came first, the chicken or the egg, and in regards to how people view things. Like, to give you an idea, when the new Addams Family CG animated movie that's coming out, when my wife first saw it, she was talking cash money about it. She was like, this movie looks like dog shit. These designs suck. But then when she was saying it, she felt bad because I showed her a picture of the original Addams Family comic strip that predates the TV show. And she was like, oh, they actually look just like the old comic strip. That's what they're going for. And I was like, yeah, they're going for that. So you always got to be careful. I always tell people, be careful. Don't go into that Witcher TV show on Netflix expecting to see the Geralt that you know from the video games. It will not be him. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, no, I said, yeah, look, and we're gonna say it right. Raul Julia. we're gonna put some respect on his name because the man literally, once again, as Jim Carrey is literally carrying that trailer for Sonic on his back, Raul Julia was carrying that Street Fighter movie on his back. Okay, so I think we've talked about that a good deal. I want to move on to some other stuff before we run out of too much time. Okay, let's talk about Batman. I want to talk about Batman. I want to talk about some Batman. So the whole thing here right now, and I know that I have been very harsh and critical of the DCEU, Warner Brothers, DC, how they do their movies, all that stuff. And I think that's not without reason. Okay, here's some hot takes. Y'all want some hot takes? I got hot takes. Okay, so I do not have a problem with Ben Affleck as Batman. I actually like Ben Affleck as Batman. I actually am perfectly fine with him as Batman. And yeah, I'm right there with you. I love Tom King too, so I don't give a shit. People can hate all they want. I don't give a damn. They're not. Yeah, just saying. But I know some people don't like Ben Affleck as Batman. Some people think he's terrible as Batman. Honestly, I think he's the better Batman we've had. I actually think he's a better Batman and Bruce Wayne combination than we've gotten in a while. Like, I tell people this all the time. The Dark Knight trilogy, while I love most of those movies, I love 1 3/4 of those movies. I actually am not a huge fan of Christian Bale as Batman because his version of Batman is always wanting to not be Batman, and that's not Batman. So there you go. The trilogy should be more appropriately called I Don't Want to Be the Dark Knight trilogy, is what it should be called. It's like, because he starts out in Batman Begins, he wants to be the Dark Knight, and then by the end of the movie, he's kind of like, I still want to be Dark Knight. And then Dark Knight 2 is like, I'm still kind of Dark Knight. And he's like, I kind of don't want to be the Dark Knight anymore. And it's like, I do kind of want to be the Dark Knight. But then he's like, I don't want to be the Dark Knight anymore by the time you get to the, Dark Knight Rises. And I'm like, dude, stop being wishy-washy. That is where Ben Affleck gets that from. But I know Ben Affleck, he's supposedly out as Batman, and then I've even heard some rumors maybe that is not 100% true. But the thing is, reason why I'm talking about this is because DC has been, and I don't even want to say DC, it's actually more Warner Brothers because they're the ones making these movies. But I say DC because that's just easier than saying Warner Brothers via DC. But Warner Brothers has been awful with the DCEU. For starters, the DCEU isn't even really the name of the franchise of movies. It's just a name that everyone gave it that they just decided to go with. So that's strike number one. The next problem I have is the fact that the Warner Brothers has announced there are 13 or more different movies that Warner Brothers has announced that have all either been greenlit and then canceled or put into some form of production and stalled to the point of not being a thing. So, like, Green Lanterns was a movie that was one of those movies. It is now off the table. It's not to say it won't get made, but, I mean, it's not being worked on right now. Let's see. Oh, what's another one? Suicide Squad 2 was originally on the books. And I know there is another Suicide Squad movie coming out, but it's a reboot, not a sequel. Even though it has the same actors in a couple of different roles, it's still a reboot somehow. I don't know how that works, but let's see here. What else we got? There was a Gotham City Sirens movie, which I think is happening to some degree or has been called something else now. There was a... God, well, what else do they have? There's a Nightwing movie that's been in development hell for I don't know how long. There's a Batgirl movie that's been in development hell for I don't know how long. Just a Flash. Yes, Flash. Thank you, Sal. Flash is another one that has been in development hell and may or may not happen. Yeah, Birds of Prey. That's what it was. There's Birds of Prey 2. Birds of Prey is actually happening. Birds of Prey is actually happening. And I can say that because we've seen set photos. And this is actually bringing me to my point. Until I see set photos, until I see trailers, until I see cast and director interviews, Warner Brothers, your movie does not exist to me. I will not get excited for your movie. I will not get hyped for your movie. I will not so much as, speak in hushed corners about your movie. I'm not going to care until it's here. And, that's another one, Black Adam. The Black Adam movie is yet another one that has been on the books for over a decade. I want y'all to think about this. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, has been on deck to play Black Adam for the better part of a decade. That is ridiculous. And he has yet to appear in the DCEU or any other DC movie as Black Adam. The closest you get, and I don't want to say too much, but in case there's some people who still haven't seen Shazam, I'm say spoilers for Shazam. He's in that movie in the vaguest of depictions. And it's not even really The Rock that they're showing you. They're actually showing you as like a CG mock-up of like a memory sequence. And it's not even really The Rock. It's not even really The Rock. It would be no different than if you took The Rock as the Scorpion King from The Mummy Returns and then just CGI'd him into Shazam. It's that level of CGI. That's just going to throw that out there. But yes, there is going to be Aquaman 2. Actually, Aquaman is the most successful movie in the DCEU. So yeah, they're making sequels. Also, Shazam is the most critically well-received DCEU movie. So they're making sequels off that, even though it did not make as much money. And yes, The Rock, yes, Cricket, you are correct. The Rock was an executive producer on Shazam. So yeah, here's the thing. Marvel, Disney, they have been planning everything they're doing for years. Now, when they came out with Iron Man in 2008, they did not have a plan. They knew they were going to make movies. They thought about what they were going to do, but they didn't really have the big picture already laid out. It wasn't until they were like, oh, wait, this is catching on. Wait a minute, Captain America's catching on. Thor's catching on. We do want to have them culminate in this one Avengers movie, but by the time they got to the end of Avengers, they really didn't have any ideas past that. Even Joss Whedon admitted as much when he said he put Thanos in the stinger for Avengers that he didn't have a plan. He had no plan. There was no plan for Thanos down the road, which is why it took so long to get to Thanos by that point. But yeah, anyway. But here's what I'm gonna tell you but the thing is, the whole point of me saying this is that this Batman movie is not going to happen. And I'm treating it that way until I see otherwise. Until you can show me otherwise, I am not going to get excited or upset or anything about this movie. I don't have it in me. I just saw Endgame again. And that's all I'm saying about Endgame. No spoilers for Endgame in here, people. Sal, I've heard about Jake Gyllenhaal. Okay, you know what? I didn't want to do this, but I'm gonna do this. Here's your Batman movie. You want to give me if Matt Reeves wants to give me a Batman movie no one's seen before, if he wants to give me a Batman movie, that the fans want, that the fans have never seen on the big screen in live action, okay, I'll be your Huckleberry. I'm going to give you your Batman movie. And here's how you do it. You take Batman. He is not the star of the movie. I mean, he is a star, but Batman is a part of an ensemble cast. I'm going to give you something that you've never seen in any Batman movie ever before. Live action. The Family. I'm talking Tim Drake. I'm talking Dick Grayson. I'm talking Barbara Gordon. I'm talking Jason Todd. I'm talking Duke Thomas. I'm talking what's the other one? Is it Stephanie Brown, who I think is she still the spoiler now, or is she orphan? Whatever. I'm talking give everybody, put in every motherfucker in the goddamn Bat family in the damn movie. That's your Batman movie. And you have Batman take on everybody. You want to have an Arkham Asylum type of scenario, which I know is kind of what Matt Reeves or not Matt Reeves, but the Ben Affleck script and direction was originally going to go, was more towards the Arkham Asylum video game style, where he's like Ed Arkham, like fighting all his baddies. You can do that. I'll take it. I'll take that shit. You put that in there. But the thing is, even if you don't do that, I would still have Batman face several of his enemies. Now, granted, not all of them are main villains, but only one of them is actually the main. Like, do like any other Batman comic. Have him like, okay, let's take a villain we haven't seen in the movies, you know, for the most part. Like I said, we've had Joker, we've had Riddler, we've had Penguin, we've had, and I'm going to tell you right now, y'all can at me about the pronunciation of this, but I'm a Batman TAS guy. I say Ra's al Ghul, so there you go. I don't say Ra's al Ghul. I say Ra's al Ghul. But anyway, we've had him. We've had Bane twice somehow. Poison Ivy. We've had all these different characters. And matter of fact, I'm gonna go here. I just want to point. Oh, we've also had Two-Face. But you look up there, and I'm gonna tell you right now what you do. You put some respect on Clayface's name. You put some respect on Clayface's name. You make him the bad guy of your movie, and you make it a whodunit. Actually make Batman have to use those detective skills. Make it be where Clayface is impersonating all these other villains that Batman has already pieced up, and have him trying to track them down, and ultimately finding out that the person he's looking for is not them, it's just Clayface impersonating those people, and have it all at the end kind of lead back to Clayface, but in the end, it's not. Maybe Clayface isn't even really the main guy. Maybe there's somebody else pulling his strings. But anyway, that is, if you want a Batman movie, and you want to do something we haven't seen, you want to like actually insert those detective comic skills. You want to insert the family. You want to use a villain we haven't seen on the big screen. That's how you do it. And then throughout the movie, yeah, have Penguin show up. Batman pieces him up like in what? A scene. Have Two-Face show up. Have him slap Two-Face up in a couple of scenes. Maybe bring in you can bring in Catwoman if you want to, and maybe have them have some kind of interaction. Have the Riddler show up. Maybe I would even say take the Riddler. Don't even make the Riddler a villain. I actually really like the version of the Riddler from it was like the late 90s, early 2000s, I want to say it was, where Riddler wasn't so much a villain, but he was just another, like, he kind of went private eye for a minute. Dude, I would take that Riddler, man. Make that a thing, man. Have Riddler be one of those people that Batman's like, hey, look, man, what's going on here? I want to pick your brain. Dude, I'm telling you, I'm writing the movie for you. You don't even have to, like, pay me, but I would totally take money if you will. Actually, and I will say this, dude, Black Mask, Killer Croc, Scarface, you can get all those motherfuckers in there. I want all this. Damn it. And I will say, yeah, you could do the Court of Owls. You could do the Court of Owls. I see people have brought up Court of Owls and Hush. You could do all that stuff. You could do the Long Halloween. You could do all these things that have never been done on the big screen before, and do them right. You got a freaking movie. It ain't rocket science. It's Batman. Batman. It doesn't take a freaking college degree to write a good Batman script, for Christ's sakes. That's all I'm saying. So real quick, I do want to jump on some stuff that got brought up in here. Okay, so I think y'all brought up, somebody brought up here, let's see if I think I lost it. Here it is, it's back. Okay, so someone brought up Black Mask. Now, Black Mask we're going to see in the Birds of Prey movie. He's going to be played by Ewan McGregor, which I think that might work. I think it's an odd pick, but I like Ewan McGregor as an actor, so I'll let it slide. Dude, Sal, I appreciate you coming in, brother, man. Thank you. Totally appreciate that. You're amazing. Hopefully I'll catch you. I'm gonna catch you in the comments on one of these videos here soon. Like I said, we have not seen the detective version of Batman, really. I mean, we saw it, like, we've seen hints of it and pieces of it, but even in The Dark Knight, where he's doing the bullet check thing, yeah, that's detective work, sort of, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say sort of, it is, but it's not the level of detective work that we want from Batman. But, it's just, we need that. We need to see a Batman who can actually figure things out, who is posed with a question that has no answers, and he figures out the answers. That is what people want to see. It's not hard. It's literally not that hard. But will we get that movie? No, I don't think Warner Brothers is man enough to give it to us, or woman enough to give it to us. I don't think they're person enough to give it to us. If you want to go that route, if you want to take gender off of it, they are not up to the task. DC does not have the balls to give us the movie that I just brought up. Not because it costs too much. Because I can tell you right now, you can make that movie for under $100 million. Under $100 million. You give me Give me $80 million. I will get you that Batman movie. Give me $80 million. I will give you that Batman movie. I promise you, I can make that happen. I have seen better movies made for less. I'm just saying. Hell, I'll throw you one better. Here, let's here. I'm gonna. Yeah, I just want to double check something because this is one of those things that I'm kind of just kind of thinking right off the top of my head. But I want to see. I'm looking for the budget of another movie. Okay, so a lot of people don't know. A lot of people probably haven't seen this movie. But how many of y'all remember the movie Dredd? Dredd with Carl Urban, which is adaptation of the Judge Dredd comics. Judge Dredd, or not Judge Dredd, that's the one with Sylvester Stallone. That one's awful. Dredd, I think, cost somewhere in the neighborhood of $30 to $45 million. And all that movie was The Raid. Like, I don't know if any of y'all have seen The Raid, but The Raid, it was The Raid with Judge Dredd in it. That's all it was. Now, granted, some people say, oh, it copycatted The Raid. Technically, those movies came out at almost damn near the same time. So you really can't. It's just one of those weird moments where two people had the same idea at the same time and just happened to be working on at the same time. But that movie cost under $50 freaking million. And that movie was not, I mean, it didn't have like a ton of special effects. It was kind of low tech in some regards. But the thing is, it worked. That movie worked. And yes, I agree. It's the best Dredd that we have gotten or probably will ever get. Mama is the law. Cricket, you a damn trip. I'm sorry. But yeah, no. Dude, MN, man, what's happening? Man, it's all good. It's all good over here. But no, Dredd was good. Dredd was a good movie, and just not enough people went to see it, either because the marketing honestly did not serve the movie well. And people still had the bad taste of Sylvester Stallone's Judge Dredd, in their mouth. They didn't want to go see that. They wanted something better. Or not better, but they just wanted to avoid it. But no, and I think as far as like standalones go, I think that's a great model to work off of. Imagine if you made a Batman movie with the same type of like visceral action. I'm not saying be violent. I'm not saying be like as violent as Dredd, but just imagine fight scenes like Raid level. Okay, Batman v Superman. Everyone I think agrees the best part of that movie is the Batman warehouse fight scene. They took a lot of nods from the Raid in that fight scene, and that's why it worked. We got to see Batman on a level we've never seen him before. That's what I would want to do, but do it in the Dredd format. Man, could you imagine Batman fighting his way through Arkham Asylum in a movie? Dude! Okay, you know what? I take that back. DC, pay me. You want that? If you want that, I will sign it over to you. Pay me. Cut me the goddamn check. I wouldn't be against the question being in a Batman movie. And Clarence brought the Power Rangers. I think Clarence was talking about the Power Rangers. There was like a more adult version. It was more mature, was more violent. There was a lot of craziness going on. I actually was not against that. I actually liked that. And I think it's no secret I'm a huge Super Sentai Tokusatsu fan, as you can probably see through the Kamen Riders on my shirt. But I love me some damn Power Rangers and Super Sentai, all that shit. So yeah, I wouldn't be against that at all. But no. That said, I do want to get. I do want to talk about this real quick. I'm gonna drop the Matthew Rosenberg story because honestly, I'll talk about it in the video when I make the video for Uncanny X-Men. Because I am working on Uncanny X-Men video. I'll talk about it there. I don't want to talk about it right now because I feel like there's nothing I can say that would come off as either good, nice, or whatever. Anyway, neither here nor there. So what we are going to talk about, is, y'all know I cover the Batman Who Laughs. Y'all know this. It is fact. But the Batman Who Laughs miniseries, which was originally going to end in a couple more issues, is not ending in a couple more issues. They have extended. The Batman Who Laughs, I think, by either 1 or 2 issues, if I'm not mistaken. The Batman Who Laughs will not end at issue 6. It is going to end at, I think, issue 8. So it's been extended by 2 issues, largely because, the series is making too much money. It's making way too much money. And also because there's a little more story they want to tell, because they are setting up a major it's not really, I don't want to say major crossover, because it's not really a major crossover. It's happened millions of times by this point. But here, I'm going to bring this up for y'all to see. DC's new Batman Superman comic investigates massive DCU conspiracy. Now, I'm going to go ahead and spoil a little bit of what I've got going on here, because right now there is a Patreon exclusive video up on the Patreon. If you're on the Patreon, you can get early access to videos as I release them. Like there's videos I have that I actually come up with like maybe a week to 2 weeks earlier, and I push them out to the Patreons first, to thank them for their support. But there's a video I did on Tom King and Joshua Williamson's Batman Flash crossover called The Price. And I talk about this a little bit in that video, and I think this is actually what it's leading up to. So I just didn't know it at the time, because this didn't come out until after the fact. The video had long since been done by then. So basically what's going on here is that Batman and Superman are working on a conspiracy, and I'll talk more about this particular thing in the video. So when you get to that, that video should release this week to everyone else. I'll probably maybe drop it around Monday or Tuesday. Maybe more likely Tuesday. And also just want to real quick too, even though this is completely unrelated, War of the Realms, number 3, that video, I'm actually working on it kind of slick as we speak. It's not ready yet. It's still got some stuff I got to throw in there. I'm just chopping up video and trying to get that ready, but that'll be out. I'm gonna try and post that later tonight, or maybe first things tomorrow morning. So no wait on that one. But no, so basically what's going on is that there's a conspiracy going on in the DC universe, and right now the Justice League, and I think this probably has a lot more to do with it, there is a traitor. Batman and Superman discover there's a traitor in the DC universe, Justice League team, and they're trying to suss it out. But they don't know who they can trust. So I mean, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. But basically, Joshua Williamson is gonna be heading this up, because of course he writes for the Flash and has been for I don't know how long. And then David Marquez, who some of you may remember from Civil War 2, and he also did pencils for Avengers as well. He's gonna be penning this, which is why if you look at the art here, it is kind of reminiscent of Civil War 2, like the art style that was being used at the time in conjunction with Jason Aaron's story. But right here, David Marquez, he's basically talking about how he's like, hey, I've been very fortunate in a relatively short career. I've been able to work on some big projects. When I heard the possibility of working with DC, I wasn't sure I wanted to do more work for hire stuff after wrapping up with Marvel. They really kind of had to sell me on the idea of doing the series, which I guess is how you get to how he felt as far as like what they were pitching at him. Basically, I think someone says, hey, you can work on Batman and Superman, they'll say, yes, I'm in. But he says that I'd be able to build it from the ground up, and also that it was actually a meaningful big project were really important factors. In terms of the characters involved in the role it plays and broader DCU and its evolving narrative, working with Josh, who's one of the biggest writers there. These reasons sold me on the idea of doing this book. If it wasn't all of those unique characteristics all together for one project, I probably wouldn't be doing work for hire stuff right now. So yeah, he's not even under contract on this one. That's something very important to keep in mind. Marquez is not under contract. This is literally, he's just doing it as they are paying him. And some of you may remember I talked about with Donnie Cates, who's writing Venom. I talked about how they basically, what's the word I'm looking for here? Basically, what they're doing is what they're ultimately setting up is this massive conspiracy. Batman and Superman are the only people who can really be involved in this. They don't trust Wonder Woman. They don't trust Flash. They don't trust Cyborg. They don't trust Green Lantern. They don't trust anybody really right now. They don't even know if they can trust each other at this particular point. And the Batman Who Laughs is at the center of this. So whatever is going on by the end of the Batman Who Laughs miniseries, this is going to affect it in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And it says that here it says we discover through the Batman Who Laughs series that the Batman Who Laughs has been working on this massive plan since Dark Knight's Metal. What it is, he has sleeper agents through the DC universe. They've been infected and they're slowly turning into the worst versions of themselves. And some of them know they're changing, some don't. Some aren't aware that it's kind of like a Jekyll and Hyde situation where they're not aware of what the other side is doing. This is all from Joshua Williamson. And he says that this is happening to 6 people. We've been calling them the new Secret Six, who have been turned, but who could be turned? Who are they? Batman and Superman have to go out and figure it out, but that means spying on other heroes, friends, allies, and we talked about the end of The Thing, which one of my all-time favorite movies. One of my, literally is in my top 5 favorite movies of all time, John Carpenter's The Thing, where he said, and this is my take, not Joshua Williamson's, but Joshua Williamson's is also saying, where it has the two of them at the very end, and they're like, it could be you, it could be me, we now have to work together. And I like that. I love that idea. I love that idea. I love that narrative. It just speaks to me on so many levels. I love it. I love it. It's so yeah, Batman, by the end of this, yeah, Batman will technically still be Batman. So technically this does kind of let us know what the impetus is for the Batman Who Laughs, which honestly I don't think anyone didn't see that shit coming. But I do want to say real quick, let's see who we got over here. Now this one I want to be kind of careful with because I don't want to talk about that Russo's Q&A. I don't want to talk about that Russo's Q&A because it's going to be spoilers for Endgame. I do appreciate the super chat. I tell you what, when we get towards the end, I'll come back and address that when we get ready to dip out. I'll come back and we'll talk about that and that way we can let everybody know what's going on. Be like, hey, you can kind of cut back if you don't want to be spoiled on Endgame. I don't want to spoil anybody right now while we're in the middle of some other stuff. But I do want to say that what they're saying right here is that the identity of the Secret Six will be an ongoing mystery throughout the DCU as it ties in other ongoing series. It becomes this mystery across not just this book, but really the entire line. It's a thing where it's not just going to be focused on this one book. It starts here, but you're going to get a situation where if you are reading the line, you might start piecing some stuff together before, bigger reveals happen. You might be like, oh, this weird thing's happening over here. I wonder if that's connected to the story over here, and that's because, yeah, it is. And I think that's pretty much the end of that one right there. But yeah, I'm curious to see what they do because I've kind of had my theories since the price came out when they revealed that this was the next thing. I've kind of had some ideas for a while on who it might be, who the Secret Six are, which they don't really tell you who that it is 6 people, but now we know that it is 6. So there are 6 people in the DC universe who are turning, and it makes sense because you think about it, especially since Dark Knight's Metal. Some characters are acting differently. There are characters who are acting out of character. So, I mean, that is a thing. I do appreciate Clarence here saying that, can we get a praise break for the Batman Who Laughs character? Yes, look, we gotta do a little sub for the we gotta do a little something for Batman. For the Batman Who Laughs. I wish I had it ready to roll right now, man, but I don't. But, man, I'm gonna have to come up with something. I have to come up with something. Look, we have to come up with something for him, man. We have to come up with something for him. But yeah, like I'm going back here and looking at this. This could tie into the. Yeah, I mean, it can. It really can. And honestly, don't be so. And once again, this is why I've been talking about the whole. A lot of people were getting really triggered in the last Heroes in Crisis video, and I'm sorry. I generally am a very nice person, but man, when people get triggered on me, I don't have a Mother Teresa's bone in my body. You can ask my stepdaughter. I am not the person who like if you are feeling like if you are in your feelings about something, I'm not the person to talk to about it because I don't have sympathy. I don't have sympathy. I'm just like, whatever. But no, I do want to say that yes, you probably will see some tie-in from Heroes in Crisis. I wouldn't be surprised if Wally West is one of the Secret Six. Wouldn't surprise me at all. He was around when Dark Knight's Metal was jumping off. Also, real quick too, let's see here. Ooh. I'm gonna answer that one here in just a second. Robert Jerome I can't say the same thing, but I mean it is. It just look. I always tell people, look, man. I'm a black man living in America. I ain't got time to be. I don't have time to be brittle. I got kids. I got bills. I got a family. I got other stuff going on. I just don't have time to be brittle about little things. But yeah, I mean, I would not be surprised. K Young says Owlman from the Dark Universe joins the Batman Who Laughs. I wouldn't be against that. I don't know if that's something that's actually happening. I haven't, like I said, I'm behind on some comics right now, so if something has happened, I don't know. But Batman Who Laughs, I do think would make a good DC movie. I don't know if DC has the balls to do it, though. Much like with the Batman movie that I posed earlier, I don't think they got the balls. I don't think they got the balls to do it. They don't even have the balls to do a Dark Knight's Metal animated movie, which I think is just dumb to not do, but whatever. Let's see here. It says, I have an idea. He asked, do you believe Wally can be redeemed? Yeah, I actually think so. Let's talk about this. Hal was redeemed. Nobody really talks about what Hal did in 0 Hour. I mean, granted, was Hal in his right mind? No, not really. But at the same time, I will give you this. Bid P says DC does, Warner Brothers does not, and that's actually the problem. DC Comics, if it was up to DC, if they made it on the DC Universe app, yes, I would believe it 100%. They'd have the balls to do it. But Warner Brothers, no. Yeah, that too. Eon, you're definitely correct. But I will say that is on Warner Brothers. That's squarely on Warner Brothers right now. But no, so here's the thing. Here's the thing you gotta look at here. Batman and Superman don't think they can trust each other. I'm painting you the perfect scenario here. Batman and Superman, two people who trust each other but don't trust each other right now because you gotta think about what all's going on between the events of Heroes in Crisis, between what's going on in Doomsday Clock, between what's going on in The Price, between what's getting ready to come up in their own Batman-Superman crossover series. They have had And not just that, the stuff that's been going on in Justice League, period. They have fractured trust right now. They do not trust each other, and they have damn good reason to not. They have damn good reason to not trust one another. And here's the thing. Just based on like what I have been reading, I wouldn't be surprised if, Heroes in Crisis, the connection there. Because the Price actually has more of a connection to Heroes in Crisis than it does Doomsday Clock. And of course, now we know the Batman Superman comic that's coming out. But Wally West could very easily be one of the Secret Six. Maybe. Hal Jordan has been having some weird stuff going on. Wouldn't surprise me if he was a part of it. Because of all the tinkering that happened to Cyborg during Dark Knight's Metal, I wouldn't be surprised if Cyborg was one of the Secret Six. Everything's been going on with Wonder Woman lately. Maybe. I mean, because when you think about it, it wouldn't surprise me if the characters that shined the most in Dark Knight's Metal wound up being characters that were one of the... I'm not saying all of them, but just one of them. Just one of them. One of them. But yeah, dude. Look, let me tell you something. Robert, you're talking about... Robert says crazy to think all these things in the comics have been happening back to back to back. These dudes just don't catch a break. No, you're right. They don't. All of this stuff. Here's the thing I think about. Dark Knight's Metal happened. And then, we got out of Dark Knight's Metal, and they immediately had to deal with the emergence of new forces. Then Flash War happened, which technically was more of just a Flash thing. We had the drowned Earth. Wonder Woman had stuff going on in her corner of the world. Green Lantern had his own freaking Green Lantern Sinestro Corps Civil War going on, and then the Dark Stars and all this other stuff was happening. All this stuff was going on. And then at the same time, the seeds of Doomsday Clock were being planted. The Doomsday Clock we know takes place. By the time Doomsday Clock ends, the rest of the DC universe will be caught up with it. So when Doomsday Clock ends, that's when all the shit, like literally the shit would just be hitting the fan. Just shit will be flying everywhere. But yeah, and Notorious B, yeah, dude, Notorious B, you said it perfectly. By the way, man, what's popping? You said superheroes carry a heavy load. Yes, they carry the heaviest load, and that's why when people were talking about how, oh man, I hate how Heroes of Crisis is deconstructing superheroes and making them have problems. That's why, because yes, they have to deal with stuff. Here's the thing. I want you to think about this. And I know it might get too real for some people, but I have people who I love who, in my life, who have served in the military and have fought in wars. And yeah, have they come back and they can pick up their lives and act normal and like nothing's wrong? Yeah, sure. One of my closest friends, probably my best friend in the whole world, he served. Like, he actually was in active combat and fought in Afghanistan. And he came back, and he doesn't talk to me about everything because he doesn't like to talk about it. But he was like, he said, I've done things that I have to live with for the rest of my life. And though, yeah, he's still the same chipper, upbeat, goofy, funny guy that I've known for almost 20 years. Yeah, he's still that guy. But you can still see, like, sometimes when certain things come up that, maybe there's something not, not saying that he's like gonna snap one day and go crazy, but like you can tell he's thinking about something that affects him. And I think superheroes are no different. I mean, just saying. But yeah, Tim Drake, yeah, I can see Tim Drake as a member of the Secret Six. George Tinker, you said Carl Urban as Flashpoint Batman. Yeah, I can see that. Actually, I wouldn't mind seeing Carl Urban as Batman, period. That's actually my pick for Batman. Just throwing that out there. In my perfect world, Carl Urban would be Batman, and John Hamm would be Superman, and my life would be just great. But yeah, it says, so as the Clarence says, whose idea was it to mix Watchmen with Batman? Honestly, it's just the fact that DC has owned the rights to Watchmen for so long, and they just want to do more with it. I don't know. Jeff Johns is the guy who is, penning the whole thing, so it probably was his idea. But I mean, you also got to think about Jim Lee is also a major proponent of DC. There's a lot of factors that go into that one. I'm not against it though. I just think that it's funny because when people think about Watchmen, you really got to think about the fact that the only character in the Watchmen who actually had legitimate superpowers was Dr. Manhattan. Everyone else was just a normal person. So they do kind of fit in with Batman, more than anybody else probably would. Let's see here. Here, let me. Oh, hey, Eric Wade, what's poppin'? Dude, yeah, you're a little late, but it's okay, man. We're kind of in the phases of wrapping it up, but Red Death is actually the Red Death. Don't be surprised if you see that mofo pop up again. He just had a Funko Pop something or other pop up not too long ago. Pun intended. Let's see. Oh yeah, Natorious B. Yeah, said, "What's good, man? Finally catching a live from you. You've been, I've been living my comic love through your videos. I used to have a collection lost. Oh man, you broke my heart with that one. It was all great till you got to the last part, man. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. But I've been there, so I feel your pain. Losing a collection. I've done it twice, and dude, which is honestly why I don't collect like I used to. I just buy what I like and leave it at that. George Tinker posed mirror, I'm assuming for like one of the Secret Six, possibly. I could see that. And BitP does actually pose a point. If being a superhero were easy, we wouldn't look up to them, and that's exactly my point. Every time someone tries to say that, oh, my superheroes, they're just whining and they're being winos. No, if it was easy, okay. And I know this is not the same thing, but I've had people come at me and say, oh, man, you're just a broke-ass Comics Explained. You're just a broke-ass dope spill. You're just a broke-ass comic historian. Here's the thing. If what I do here on this channel was easy, everybody in this chat would be doing it. Everyone outside of this chat would be doing it. Every person out there in the world right now would be doing exactly what I'm doing. The trick is that it's not easy. It's difficult. I spend a lot of time doing what I do. That doesn't make me a superhero, but just saying, we're talking about reading a comic, breaking it down, and then painstakingly making a video to show to other people to give your theories. That's actually easier than being a superhero, and people still don't do it. Everybody doesn't do it. I'm just saying. Throwing it out there. Though there was that kid I think it was in South America, who dressed up as Spider-Man and lured a pedophile and beat the shit out of him. So, but not everybody does that. It's easy. Nobody does it. What's going on here? Without fear. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see here. Says I'm from Netori says I'm from Vietnam. I've got a few friends that share that arm. Yeah, dude, no, it's real. It's because it's real, and people don't understand that. And I like I said, I tip my hat to anyone who serves, but yeah, I couldn't do it. I could not be that same person. And once again, enlisting in the military is easy, and not everybody does it because going over there and fighting a war is hard. It changes you. And that's kind of one of the things, like, I'm such an upbeat and happy person. I could not imagine going through that and coming back to be the same guy that I am right now. I could never do that. But yeah, no, thank you, Natorious B. Dude, thank you. Are we still going from the Frank Miller archetype? I don't think so. I don't really think so. I think Batman's kind of surpassed that. I mean, yeah, maybe in the sense of, like, overall dark factor or whatever, but yeah, exactly. Claire says, why compare, just enjoy? Yeah, no, I say the same thing. Whenever people tell me, like, hey, who do you like better? Why do I have to like one better than the other? I just like them both. I often tell people, you can enjoy both myself and Comic Storian and Comics Explained and Dope Spill. You can enjoy us all, because we all four of us have different opinions. And I don't agree with everything Comics Explained says. I don't agree with everything the Comic Storian says. I don't agree with everything Dope Spill says. And guess what? I don't think any of them agree with anything I say. But doesn't mean I hate them. I mean, I will concede that they are probably all better than me. They have the subscribers to prove it, but they don't have Earth's mightiest subscribers, so they can all go eat a dick. I'm just saying. Yeah. Wait a minute. I'm digging in the chat. Wait a minute. Was Eric? Wait, you a damn trip? I'm a superhero. It's easy. I know you were kidding. No. Robert. Dude. Yeah. So see, there you go. See, Robert just confirms exactly what I'm talking about. He was talking about how he served, and it changed him. See, that's not just. I know sometimes people think I'm just talking out of my ass, and sometimes I am, but no, what he's saying is real. When you serve, you change. You don't go fight in a war or serve in the military and come back and be the same exact guy. And if you can, you are a better. You really are a true to life, real life superhero. But yeah, no, I mean, it's what it is. But no, yeah, no, I know you were just tripping. I know you're just tripping that Torius. No, trust me, I didn't take it any other way. And what was it? Bid P says, staying principled to be a good example to your kids is hard enough. Imagine serving the world every week, dude. Yeah, no, I'm good on that, dude. Being a parent, fucking tough. It's tough. Let's see. What is this? As Yuckmouth OOG, you say, do you think Justice League would have a problem with Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet like Avengers did? Nah, probably not. Here's the thing. DC comic superheroes on average tend to be more powerful than Marvel characters, and that's just the way it's just the way it's always been. It's just a fact. I don't think they would have that same kind of problem, if I'm being brutally honest. I think they probably would have pieced that up pretty quick. But the thing is, at the same time, you also gotta bear in mind that every hero handles things differently. So maybe it would have been easier for them, but maybe other aspects of that would have been more difficult. Because they also have a lot more regular people in the Batman universe, or people whose powers can be negated easily. So you got that. As Clarence says, I mean, I love Rob, but some of his theories are bunk. Yeah. Which is, and like I said, I'm not here to throw shade at Rob. I think I said this in one of the last times I did this, but I don't watch Comics Explained, Comicstorian, or Dope Spill anymore. Not because I don't like them, but because I don't like seeing what other people do. Because I want to be able to do my own thing and not have outside influences dictate my moves. So, like, when I make a video, I don't want something Rob said to poison the well of what I'm doing. I don't want something that Benny says poisoning the well of what I do. I want anything that Dope Spill says that poisons the well on what I do. So, and it's not a matter of me not liking them. I'm a racehorse. I only see what's in front of me, which I guess I would see them, but yeah, because they are well away and in front of me. But you get what I'm saying. Like, I'm not paying attention to the next guy is what I'm trying to say. Let's see here. Right now. GKG, dude, I appreciate that. It says, Blerd is the one and only. Cut that check. Thank you. See? That's why I love y'all. Y'all are so much, like, I would rather have y'all than any other subscribers. Because, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just being real about it. I'm keeping it a buck. I know that they got way more than me. I know that. I know I am small potatoes. That's fine. I'm perfectly okay with that. But I feel like, as a result of that, I feel like, you know, when people talk about how, like, you know, when you play college ball, like football, basketball, like, oh man, you're hungry, so you're playing for everything because you want to make it, and then you get to the NFL, the NBA, or whatever, and all of a sudden you're just not playing like you used to because, I mean, you're getting 100, 500, you know, whatever, 100 million, 500, whatever. You're getting all this money, and you're not into it anymore. I don't want to be that guy. I mean, so if that's what it takes, I mean, if I hit 1 million subscribers one day, yeah, that'd be great. But I'm still wanting to keep that same energy. I want to be as hungry then as I am now. So there's that. But yeah, so it's like says yeah, no, I'm right there with you. Justice League, I'm catching up on Justice League because I had to put a lot of stuff on the back burner. Because the stuff is going on in my life that just is taking away time, and I'm also trying to be a better, I'm trying to be a better person to people in this house. So I'm also trying not to do too much. But yeah, so let's see here. And here, what I'm saying here. Let me go. Okay, wait here. Let me go through here. It says Bid P, he says there are 5 Robins in DC. Original doesn't mean what folks think it means. That is true. That is very true. That is very true. I 100% agree with that. It does not mean what people think it means. Let's see. I tell you what. Notorious B says there'd be some good collabs though. How about a panel? You know what, man? I've said this multiple times. I actually reached out to Dope Spill over a year ago. So he has an email in his inbox that has my name on it. And if he ever wants to talk, well, I have already extended the olive branch. I don't think Rob or Benny would ever give a good goddamn what I think. I don't think they would ever want to like talk to me or work with me on anything, which I mean that's fine too. I don't care. I actually have talked to other YouTubers and creators. It's just that I think a lot of times, and this is sad, and this is why I have the attitude I have towards other YouTubers. At least as far as who I'm willing to work with. I am perfectly fine working with anybody, whether you have 1,000 subscribers or you have 100,000 subscribers. If I see that you're actually doing everything you're supposed to be doing, you're putting in the work, you're putting everything you have into the platform to try and be the next big thing, I'm going to fuck with you. I'm going to ride with you. And if I see you are putting in the work, I will literally put my neck out for you. But if you're not, I can't. I just can't. But the thing is, the reason why I am a little more lenient than some other YouTubers, why I'm willing to work with people who are smaller than me, is because no one wanted to work with me when I was smaller than them. There are some YouTubers out there, I'm not going to call names because I don't want to throw any shade, but there are some YouTubers I've reached out to in the past who, when I was at 2,000 subscribers, they had like 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 20,000. They didn't want to mess with me. And I don't take it personal. I don't take it personal. But here's one thing I do take personal. Every last single one of those, with the exception of Dope Spill, I have surpassed in subscribers. So I am at almost 28,000 subscribers right now, and I have surpassed all of them except for Dope Spill. Think about that. And it's all because of hustle. It's all because of hustle and grinding and staying on my shit. So, what's up, Ghost Walker? What's up, Ghost Walker? Let's see. Wait, Lana C. Utley says, well, bro, you stole me from Comics Explained ass. You killing them. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. Plus Ultra. Cricket says, Comics Explained and Blerd are my favorite comic reviewers on YouTube. You both seem genuinely upbeat and excited about the comics you're reviewing, and that comes through in the reviews, in my opinion. Yes, no, okay. Sometimes people ask me why I don't talk about certain comics. Like, I've had people request that I talk about the Sentry. I've had people ask that I talk about Spawn. Or other characters. And here's the thing, it's not that I don't like those characters. I just, right now, I only like focusing on comics that I really like. So if you see a video pop up for a comic, you can honestly take it, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 times I've done this, you can be sure, beyond a shadow of a doubt, I liked that comic. If I don't like it, I won't talk about it, because here's the thing. If I make a video about something negative, that means I have to listen to me talk about that negative thing for maybe an hour to 2 hours to 3 hours to 4 hours, however long it takes me to edit that video. That's way more time than I want to spend hearing myself talk about something I don't like. So you'll never really, unless it is just egregiously bad, I will probably not talk about it. What's up? But yeah, Ghostwalker23 wants to say what's up. I can't remember if I have or not, but just in case, what's popping? We'll see. Warner needs to take their names off comic properties. Let DC have their own studio. That's how. Yeah, I mean, I think that's honestly why. Bid P was saying basically what Marvel, or not Marvel, what DC needs to do is if they really want to copy the Marvel format, make their own studios. Technically, that's what they're doing with DC Universe, and honestly, I think that's the way to go. Stop putting movies in the theaters. Put it on the DC Universe app. People will get it. Because right now, I can tell you right now, Doom Patrol is one of the best shows on TV right now, hands down. That is the best X-Men show you are not watching. Chris Fine said, same. Blur Without Fear is the Thank you. Like I said, I love y'all. Let's see. Evo Rebirth. Alex Ortiz was popping. Let's see. Black Key Comics. Good work, bro. I've always enjoyed your content. Keep it up. I most definitely will try. Thank you so much. Love your channel. Ghostwalker23 says, love your channel. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna stay on it, man. I'm gonna stay on. I'm staying on the grind, man. I'm gonna do everything I can to keep it going. Here was it. Red is not a flavor. He actually just posed something that I don't think anyone's ever asked me, but I have to answer this. He says, have you reached out to Andre, the Black Nerd and the Blerd? Honestly, you know what? Okay, so when I first started, people accused me because I have been accused of copying Comics Explained, Comic Story, and Dope Spill, anyone who makes comic book videos, because, you know, no one was making comic book videos before them. They're just the most popular ones. But yeah, no, I've also been accused of copying Andre, because people are like, oh, you talk just like Andre. Oh, you act just like Andre. It's like, no, I don't act like Andre. Andre's way more extra than me. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Just Andre's that, like, okay, I am a super hyper animated guy. Andre is way more animated than me. I'm just throwing that out there. But no, would I do a collab with Andre? Dude, hell yeah, in a heartbeat. I love him. I love his work. He's good friends with people that I also follow, like Double Toasted. I love those guys too. I wish I could work with them as well on something, but I mean, I just kind of feel I am down on myself. I don't think I'm as interesting as what they would want to have on their platform. It's kind of my thing. Like, would Andre like do an interview with me or do like a panel with me or something? I think Andre would be more inclined to do something for me than for me to do something for him. Like, I don't think Andre would have me on his channel. Just being. Though I have seen him, work with people who are significantly under him. But yeah, I don't think he would fuck with me like that. But yeah, neither here nor there. Evo Rebirth says, I like watching Blerd more than the other guys. I appreciate that. Dude, I gotta admit, man, a lot of y'all, I hear y'all say that, and I'm just like, y'all don't understand what that does to me, man. Like, and I'm not talking about like it gives me like a big ego or anything. It really does genuinely make my day. Really does. It really does. I don't know if y'all know that, but y'all warm this cold, dead heart. Let's see here. Eric Wade said, when I was 13, I was obsessed with Spawn, but I would hate reading those books now. Bunch of garbled religious nonsense. Okay, so speaking as a person who has gone back and reread the first 30 issues of Spawn, because I did a video with Alternative Factuals, which, shout out to Alternative Factuals. Go check out their channel. If you haven't already before. I've done some work with them past, but we did a video on Spawn before, and in that video, for that video, I read the first 30 issues of Spawn because I was trying to figure out how long Spawn kept that stitched up face from when Batman hit him with the Batarang. Kept that shit for a long ass time. But anyway, I don't know why I blanked. Anyway, sorry. But no, man, I heard Spawn I actually did read a little bit of Spawn just recently, and it's actually really good right now. The thing is, I don't want to have to go all the way back and then pick up from where I left off, because I stopped reading after issue 100, maybe 120, something like that. Man, I really don't want to go back and read over 100 issues of Spawn just to be caught up on what's going on now. I really don't. And I know there's been a couple of different Spawn hosts now, and I think Al Simmons may or may not be back. I don't know. I'm just, it sounds exhausting. Maybe, I tell you what, if I don't know, man. If somebody hit the Patreon, hit that high tier on the Patreon, I might do it. Man. Because I do give the person who hits, I think only I have one person who does it, and that's Sandra Douglas. She hit that $25 Patreon. I was like, all right, you get a pick. You get to pick one thing I do. It's a one-time pick, so I mean, maybe if somebody did it, I might mess with Spawn, but otherwise, probably not. Not anytime soon. Maybe when it gets closer to time for the Spawn movie, I'll slowly read up, but yeah. Yeah, I agree, Kareem. DC shows are better than their movies by a country mile. Yeah, I see some of y'all saying, yeah, me and Andre Meadows would be the bomb. Double toasted Blerd Without Fear collab would be tight, dude. I would mess. As a matter of fact, Clarence says, I don't know, bro. Andre is a pretty cool guy. He may reach out. If you reach out. Yeah, man. Oh man, yeah. And Reggie, thank you for the most logical breakdowns. Thank you. I try to be. I really do. I wish, I Have an Idea says I wish DC would buy Spawn. Yeah, I kind of wish they would too. Spawn would make so much sense in the DC universe. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, thank you, Evo, for dude. And you putting some respect on Alternative Factual's name too. Thank you, saying that we know how to do breakdown timeline. We know how to break down timelines really good. Yeah, dude. Yes. And let's see here. Was it Redline 718 Gaming? What's up, Blerd? Glad I could catch a stream. Literally, you and your compatriots and I love when you cover the same thing to see all of your views. Thank you. Yeah, dude. Spawn would be worth $500 million by now, Evo. You are correct, at least. But yeah. And what it says, Todd ain't selling Spawn anytime soon. Yeah, no, he probably ain't. Natorious B says, we, the people, should reach out for him. If we think it would be good, doing some legwork or keyword for Blerd Without Fear makes sense. Okay, here's what I'm going to say to that. And actually, Natorious B, I'm going to go ahead and say right now, thank you for saying that, because when people tell me who I should work with, it does make me look into them. Like, I've actually had people say, hey, and that's actually how the whole Dope Spill thing happened in the first place. People were like, hey, you should reach out to Dope Spill. Because at the time, I think Dope Spill was at like 50 to 60K when I had first started. And when I started kind of building up, I think he was around 80K when I was getting closer to 10K. And they're like, yeah, you need to reach out to Dope Spill. And then nothing happened. But I would not have reached out to Dope Spill had no one told me to. So yeah, if y'all go out there, if y'all want to put on the cape for Ernie, if y'all want to put on the cape and be like, hey man, cause I don't know which one of y'all did it. But Comics Explained, Rob on his Twitter about a month or two ago, maybe 3, I can't remember exactly. I saw that, he had asked his Twitter followers to tell him what other comic book YouTubers they watch, and several of y'all listed me. And I want to say right now, I can't say with 100% certainty which one of y'all did. I know because it's been a while. And I've been meaning to say it on here for a long time, but I just want to say thank y'all for doing that, because, I mean, he didn't reach out to me because actually I think I'm kind of persona non grata. I don't know why. I don't know why no other comic book YouTubers want to fuck with me. I don't know what it is, but, because I'm not a bad person. I'm not problematic. I don't have a problematic background. I don't have, problematic friends. Not anymore. Yeah. But anyway, but yeah, if y'all did it, if y'all put on the cape, White Knight for me, I'm not gonna tell you not to do it, but I'm also not gonna not tell you where I'm saying, you get where I'm coming from here. I would personally appreciate it. And if something comes out of it, then even better. But a lot of times creators are more likely to listen to their fans as opposed to another person. So if Andre Meadows or Double Toasted, Comics Explained, Comic Storian, Dope Spill, there's some other ones out there whose names, Variant Comics, all these other guys. Yeah, if y'all put the feeler out for me, I am going to. Here's what I'm gonna tell you what'll happen. I'm gonna take the ball and run with it. I'm that type of person. I'm gonna take the ball and run with it. If one of them was like, hey, so and so, some of my fans said, hey, I should work with you. I'm not gonna be the guy to be like I'm not gonna do the Drake thing, be like, or is it like this? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be like, but yeah. Let's see here. Tech Spec Studio asked me if am I a fan more of DC or Marvel? Okay, so I'm gonna answer this question in the best and in most earnest way humanly possible. I'm not a fan of either more than the other. I like them both for completely different reasons. I love Marvel because I just have more connection to some of those characters on a personal level because they were a huge part of my life. And I like more grounded superheroes. DC I love because it was also something I grew up with as a kid. And most people don't know this about me, but DC Comics taught me how to read at a very young age. I started reading comics when I was like 4. It informed on my vocabulary and everything since then. So I always had a better vocabulary and understanding of things than most kids my age when I started school, and even going up through school. So I love both. Now, if you want to ask me what I like better, Image Comics. Image Comics is 99.9 times better than Marvel or DC. Anyway, don't at me. Unless it's good. Was it Notorious B says, no problem. I like seeing people succeed. I'm still young as a YouTuber and I see things. All. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. That's like I said, man. Y'all be out here white knighting for me, man. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Notorious B, you asked me how many editors do I have. I can't handle comics, but video editing is another thing. I tell you what, that's a lie. I am not the only editor. I am the main editor. And I have one guy who helps me, and I think I don't know, is Headmaster Squall, I don't know if Headmaster Squall's still in here, but he helps me out sometimes with videos. And then Maria, who I think some of you have seen on the channel, she has also been helping me with editing some videos. But she mostly edits the videos that I don't have the time to do, or the videos that she is in. I usually let her edit those as best as humanly possible. But I tell you what, Notorious B, if he says, well, help feed a hungry panda issues, hit the like button. Dude, go check out, you know what, man, go check out Notorious B, man. Go check out Notorious B, man. Y'all go over there, man, hit that subscribe, hit that like button from a play over here. But yeah, man, but no, if I could only read one, man, I won't lie, I probably would read DC, just because I tend to like DC stories a little bit more overall. Not to say that I think Marvel has bad writing or anything, just overall, if I had to pick just on sheer volume of like the stories I love, yeah, I would probably just read DC. But if Image was in there, I would read Image. I would read Image before I read anything. But yeah, I will say, oh, Clarence said he's gonna make it. He said he's gonna at Andre. Dude, hey, look. I'm just saying, man. Look, I appreciate that. Image Comics doesn't really do movies. They do more, actually, no, that's a lie. I lied to you. They do movies, they just don't make a big deal about it. They actually have several movies that are in the works right now, not including Spawn. Donnie Cates has a movie that he's writing. He wrote the country. He wrote the comic God Country, and it's becoming a comic. Or it's becoming a comic. It's becoming a movie. Jesus Christ, I can't talk. No. It's becoming a movie, and he's reworking the script for it based off of his comic. So there's that one. Another comic by the name of Crowded is being made into a movie. It got optioned to become a comic before it even came out. Killer Be Killed, I think, is also another one that I think they're trying to put together to make a movie off of. There's some other ones that are escaping me. I know, and Deadly Class is currently a TV show, so there's that. And I know some people are interested in picking up Gideon Falls. And Bitter Root, that's another one. Bitter Root, if y'all want to read that one, y'all need to read that. Bitter Root just got picked up to be a movie as well, so that's another good one. But yeah, The Crow, yeah, Image, no, that was Milestone Media, which as Chris Fine, I just realized Chris Fine just answered the question, is owned by DC now. Yeah, so yeah, there you go. You got your answer. Eric Way says Robbie Reyes is fine. No need to grasp onto Johnny. Hell, even Frank Castle is a better. Dude, Eric came in here. Dude, hold on. Thank you. Yeah, Kick-Ass. That's another one. Kick-Ass is also Image. Sorry. But yeah, dude, Eric Wade, I got to put some respect on your name. You said everything I was thinking about saying just right then. So I'm just, yeah, there you go. Walking Dead is also Image. Yep. Do I read any Valiant? Smog asks, do you read any Valiant comics by any chance? I actually don't. However, I have been a friend of mine has pointed me in the direction of some things I might like. Shadow Man, Faith, which I think Faith is actually being made into a movie. And then Bloodshot. Is it Bloodshot? Yeah, Bloodshot. So yeah, those are some I'm probably gonna be taking a look at. Maybe Exo Man of War, maybe. I don't know yet. We'll see. Let's see. Hope those yeah, dude, I'm right there with you. Chris Fine, Chris Fine says Bitter Root is bomb too. Pumped it got option. Hope those dudes got a bag. Yes, they do. They better have gotten the money for that, man, because they deserve it. Who do I think the next villain? Who is the next villain that I want to see in the MCU's Phase 4? Asked by Tech Spec Studio. Mephisto. There you go, Mephisto. I would love to see Mephisto. I think that would be the most interesting thing they could do. I really do. But I also would love to see Doctor Doom. So we got that, and I would love to see Prince Namor. So there you go. You got lots of takes there. One of which I'm not gonna say which one, but one of which was teased in Endgame. Livewire. Reggie Simmons says Livewire on Valiant is great. Actually, I have been told about Livewire, so I'm keeping an eye on that one. I am going to pick that one up. I'm taking it out. I know I have talked some trash, cash money shit about Valiant in the past. I'm about to take all that off the table. Let's see. Evo Rebirth says, I'm from LA, so I'm fine with Robbie, but we need the OG to step in one time. You know what? Okay, so I'm going to tell you what I would do. This is just me. You could honestly do both. You could honestly do both of them at the same time or separately. I don't see a problem with either. I honestly think there's no excuse for Johnny Blaze to not show up in a Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider TV show. Make it happen. Make it a thing. I said the same thing about in the past when some people may go back to the Black Panther spoiler movie review I did last year, and I talked about how I would love to have a Captain America movie with Bucky and Falcon both as Captain America. Don't say any, and now that I've said that, I don't want to open. I feel like I just opened the door for some crazy wild spoiler shit. Don't do it. Do you think the Batman will beat the Batman Who Laughs in the long run? Yes, I do. Smog asked. And Clarence, you asked, can we get a Darkman reboot? I would love that. I would freaking love that. All that said, though, I do want to go ahead and say I'm gonna open the floor up to a couple more. I'm gonna open the floor up to a few more questions. We're gonna open the floor up to a few more questions here. I got. Let's see. We're gonna take. Let's see. We're at the 2-hour mark. I'm gonna take 5 more questions. 5 more questions, because I feel like we've just been answering questions. I love talking to you guys here in the chat. So I got 5 more questions that I can take, and I'm going to take the super chat when I got earlier. I just don't want to, I would want to make sure that anyone who is potentially here, I want, because I feel like that gets into some spoiler stuff. But yeah. Here, let's see what we got. Let me see what I got in here. Let's see, y'all talking about, yeah. I'm right there with you. If you do Victor Von Doom, Fantastic Four, Chris Fine says, yeah, we'll finally get to see them get treated right. It says, I think we'll see Namor in Black Panther. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, definitely. Okay, all right. Yeah, no, and yes, thank you. I totally had fun doing this, man. Dude, Eric, you know me, man. I love y'all to death, man. Y'all show out for me, and I appreciate it so much. Let's see here. Natorious B, you asked, what inspired me to start my channel? Basically, depression. Depression is what inspired me. Most people don't know this about me. I used to be into music. And I used to be the front man for a local heavy metal band that's in my area. And I was a vocalist, screamer, singer, all that stuff. And I kind of got unceremoniously kicked out of the band because of creative issues. And some of my own people who I deemed as friends of mine literally turned their backs on me because they didn't want to go in the same direction I wanted to go. And it broke my heart. It ultimately broke my heart. It made me question, because these people weren't just my friends in the band, they were my friends outside of the band, even before the band. So it wrecked some friendships. There are people right now, we were a 6-piece, 7-piece band at one point, and out of everyone, I'm only really still friends with 2 of them. And one of those relationships is kind of but not really. Actually, I'd say 3. There's 3 out of the 7, or whatever, or out of the 6 others, not including myself. But yeah, so I made the channel to help me deal and cope with that, and I was feeling depressed, and I needed a creative outlet, and I just didn't have it, and I wanted a creative outlet where I had full creative control. And some of you may know this. I used to do a podcast called Pixels and Papers, which was it was a podcast that focused on like board games, pen and paper RPGs like Dungeons & Dragons and Shadowrun, shit like that, and RPG video games. And I didn't have creative control over that, and I wasn't getting to express myself in a way that I really wanted. And I felt like, once again, I was in a space where I'm doing something creative, but it's for somebody else. Somebody else is controlling everything, even though technically I'm doing everything. No shade against them either. But so then I started the channel, and I was like, I started getting happier. I started feeling better. I started, feeling lighter. And less weighed down in the world, between like losing the band, losing friends, transitioning jobs, and even being crushed by one of my jobs, like just my soul being sapped out of me like Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat. But yeah, that's that. Yeah, I know it probably way more depressing answer than what anybody really thought was going to come up. But what happened was I discovered that people really liked what I had to say, and it just kind of went from there. This started off as a hobby, just something to do, not even anything I took seriously. And then I realized people cared, and I was like, well, if y'all are taking it seriously, I'm going to take it seriously. And now I do. So there you go. let's see here. Smlog. Oh, hey, we got a new subscriber. Shout out to Scott Norman. Just became one of Earth's mightiest subscribers. Thank you for that. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's love right there. Smlog asks, do you think the Avengers can beat Batman Who Laughs? Well, I don't know. No, yeah. If the Batman Who Laughs can piece up the entire Justice League on his Earth and everyone else's Earth, yeah, no, they don't stand a chance. Chris Fine asks, who is the best legacy hero and why? Ooh, man, that's a... Ooh. Okay. All right. Oh, dude, thank you, Notorious. Thank you. Look, welcome to Earth's Mightiest. Welcome, like I said, dude. Glad. Look, see, that's why I like y'all, man. Y'all ride for me. Appreciate that. Welcome to Earth's Mightiest, Notorious B. Okay, so yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, best legacy hero and why? Man, I have to give it to because he's topical. I'm gonna give it to Wally West. Wally West is my Flash. He was my Flash, for years, almost 20 years. He was my Flash, and he did things that Barry Allen never did. He was a part of things Barry Allen has never been a part of, and he proved that he was just as good, if not a better hero, than Barry Allen. Now, did they take that away from him when Barry Allen came back? Yes. But you can't take away what was. You can't take away from me the fact that Wally West was a superior Flash. And there are certain ways that Barry uses the Speed Force that Wally did first. You can't take that away from him. You really can't. And he's been through just as much, if not more, than what Barry's been through. So, especially now. Okay. So, next it says, let's see. Bummer say Notorious B says, bummer to hear. Pressure's real. I understand. I suffer from it too. It's refreshing to hear. Inspiring action. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like I said, that is why I want to do these, because I feel like I could talk to people more and get them the idea, let them know like what I am all about. So, yeah, that's the thing. Alex Ortiz asked, do you like building Gundams? No, I do not. I tell you what. Okay, so you can't. We're gonna try something out here. I don't know if y'all will be able to see this here. I want y'all to look up there. There's a box, although that really long black box that says Monster. That is Kingdom Death Monster 1.5 Kickstarter edition. It is a board game that has pieces in it that I have to build. There's a reason I haven't played that game, because I haven't built every piece yet. And I don't like painting, so there you go. It's a weird thing. It's weird. It's, oh, wait, here we go. Wait a minute. The Voltron Force Network just subscribed. Welcome to Earth's Mightiest subscribers, Voltron Force Network. I appreciate it. Thank y'all. Y'all are hooking me up. And also, I love the name. I'm going to have to check that out. I'm going to have to see what y'all are all about. Obviously, Voltron. But yes, I love Voltron, in case anyone was wondering. Okay, so, let's see here. This is Eric Way talks about he came from music too. He's a guitar player. Comics are cool, though. Can be just as rewarding. Yes, they can. Clarence asked, have you written any books? Okay, so here is where we're going to talk about some things that I don't normally talk about. I am in the process of writing my own comic. Now, I want to go ahead and taper off any expectations by saying that it ain't coming out anytime soon. And so long as I'm doing this and I'm working alone, it probably will not happen anytime soon. I'm trying to put together, like, I am both an artist and a writer. So if I'm to do both, it would take forever. If I could actually get someone to write, it for me, it would probably come out in fair enough time. If I could get someone to draw it for me, it would probably come out quicker. I think I'm a better artist than I am a writer, but I prefer writing, so that's kind of weird. But I am working on a comic now, and I'm probably gonna jinx everything right here. But it's called Fire Style, and the name is still pending. That may change. But it's essentially a story about a young black high schooler who is fatally gunned down in a mistake, it's an accident. It's like a police shooting, but he is shot when he is going home, leaving from his friend's house. They're playing some video games, watching anime and crap like that. And it's late at night. He's walking home. Police stop him. He gets shot. And while he is in the midst of dying, something happens, and he winds up being resurrected. And when he's resurrected, he has the powers, though he doesn't know it at the time, he has the powers of an Ifrit. Like, he is somehow bonded with an Ifrit, which, an Ifrit, for those of you who are familiar with Final Fantasy, you'll think of Ifrit, the summon. But an Ifrit is basically a fire, like a genie whose predilection is more towards fire, like a fire spirit. And basically, they're also technically considered spirits of vengeance. And basically, he gets those powers, but he doesn't know why or how. He doesn't know what the purpose is. And there's like and it's kind of got it's got a lot of weird mixes of things. But it's there's introspective moments where, like, if you ever watch shows like Naruto where he's inside his own head talking to Kurama, you'll see some scenes kind of like that, but maybe not exactly the same. But you'll see some stuff where, like, it's got some kind of Ghost Rider Spawn-ish elements to it. There's some kind of Spider-Man-esque elements in it. It's a lot of the things that I love as a kid and as an adult. But that's really the first time I've really talked about it right here, right now. So, it's something I've been working on for like the last year. And there's another one I've been working on, called Trinity, that I caught some flack for, but I don't care because I'm gonna write it anyway. And it's basically about a couple who, throughout the years, the centuries, they kind of have like a hawk girl, hawk man relationship. But when they basically fuse together to make one person. And I actually was inspired to do this by reading Wonder Woman and watching Kamen Rider Double, who is that guy. Because it's kind of the similar concept. It's two people create one hero. And it was one of those things, and they can kind of like switch back and forth, like who is more in control, who's not. But some people got in their feelings because they're like, oh, yeah, maybe you shouldn't be the person writing that. Maybe you should leave that to somebody else who's actually of the LGBTQIA community, which that's fine. But one of my closest family members, my cousin, is LGBTQIA, and I'm not going to say which part of that he is, but he seemed perfectly fine with it and said that there was nothing disrespectful about it, so I'm just going to run with that. I just like telling good stories. I don't really have an agenda, so there you go. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to answer a few more here because I'm having a little bit more fun. We're going to answer a few more. Let's see here. Evo Rebirth asks, since Baron Mordo is hunting down sorcerers and is practically outlawed after what he did, do you think he could be hiding out in another country undetected, aka Latveria? Yeah, I think so. I actually think you might even see him maybe in another hidden Marvel land that we haven't talked about before or have seen in the movies. But maybe, yeah, Latveria, you could say that. You very easily could. You could even say, yeah, he's living off the grid doing something. I don't know. Like, that one's kind of a tough one. But, yeah, I'm trying to think of some of the other mystical lands that are hidden away. But, yeah, I could easily see... And Maverick, we need to get Baron Mordo back in there. But, let's see here. Okay. So, let's see here. I'm going to go through here. Let's see if we can find one more. It says, I have an idea. Nobody, me, plus Ultra. Thank you. Yes. Plus Ultra. I think okay, yeah, I will say this. I have an idea does come back and say Thor alone couldn't beat the Batman Who Laughs. Probably. I think, see, but the thing that's so weird is that you can also say that the Batman Who Laughs has defeated Superman. He's defeated Hawkman. He's defeated Martian Manhunter. So people that are that powerful, it's like, ugh. Thor's kind of a weird one. I think that technically, it depends on your roster of Avengers. I think, and also we'd have to posit that maybe because Batman Who Laughs knows the Justice League so well, that's why he's able to beat them. He doesn't know the Avengers, so maybe that would pose an interesting kind of caveat on that. So yeah, I'm digging that. Oh, BidP said don't give away too much. I'm not. That's really just the basic, the bare bones. And yeah, technically, someone kind of already has come up with a similar story I saw not too long ago. I saw a comic that just came out. It's not the same thing, but it's vaguely similar. I'm still going to do it, though. Let's see here. Let's see. Clarence says he has an idea he'd like to pitch. I tell you what, man, anything y'all wanted to... I say, y'all got my email. It's blerdwithoutfear@gmail.com. If y'all want to hit me up about something, you can always hit me up there. I typically respond. If you want, Clarence, so that goes to you. Natorious B, you said something to me about video editing. Definitely, yeah, hit me up on my email, man. blerdwithoutfear@gmail.com. Like I said, I am open to discussion. Let's see here. Eric Wade asks, pick one person from the Justice League to be buddies with. You know, because I am such a positive person and I don't like negative people, Batman is automatically off the table. I would actually be friends with either, oh man. Flash, because I actually like his world better. If no one can tell, I'm kind of a Flash guy. Though, actually, no, I take that back. Take that out. Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, John Stewart specifically, actually. I would rather be friends with John Stewart. And actually, because I want to try and, I would work my way as being a friend, being that friend that's off to the side, and then eventually I would want to build up to becoming a member of the Lantern Corps, like maybe Kyle Rayner, Hal Jordan, John Stewart, Guy Gardner, whoever, somebody gets a fade run, and they're out of commission. I'd want to come in, pick that ring up, and I could be part of the Four Corpsmen. Because I'm a wrestling fan, man. I'm a wrestling fan. You got to do it, man. You got to do it. Let's see here. Smlog. What do you got here? Smlog asks, can your favorite anime character beat the Batman Who Laughs? Man, probably not. Because my favorite anime character is actually kind of a regular person. Sort of. My favorite, my all-time favorite anime character in anything is Spike Spiegel. So he's a regular dude. He would get his fade run so quick, it's not even funny. Let's see here. We're gonna do. Let's see. Glad you're listening to this, man. Yeah. No, man. Chris Vine said, I'm dealing with those types of barriers right now with the manuscript I'm shopping. Glad you're listening to censors, man, especially when your creativity is coming from diverse influences. Regardless of whether they're trying to come from a good place, censoring is censor. Yeah. No. That is No, that is true. Like, and I had people try and tell me that, like, yeah, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, you should let other people do it. And here's the thing, I mean, oh shoot, oh here we go. We got I have an idea. Just dropped in another couple bucks talking about they have kill rules, Thor doesn't. That is true. Thor actually does not have any predispositions towards killing people, so. Maybe they probably would. That you make a strong. I tell you what, if you gave me a squad of Ghost Rider, I don't care if it's Robbie Reyes or Johnny Blaze. Give me Blade. Actually, give me the current Avengers right now. Yeah, they'd run Batman Who Last Fade real quick. At least 5 issues. Yeah, hey Eric Wade, I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you. Appreciate you jumping on this, man. You've been in this mofo almost the whole time. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, that's what. Yeah, dude. Almost right, dude. Everybody, go enjoy Free Comic Book Day. It's Free Comic Book Day today, dude. Go get on that. The time I got reincarnated as a slime. I haven't read or seen that one yet, but I've been getting a lot of recommendations for it, so I will be checking it out pretty soon. Also will say, a little gem, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, and it's kind of an older anime, but if you've never watched Death Parade, it's a really cute, very introspective, very dark, very serious, very lighthearted series, and I know none of those things go together, but but I really enjoyed it, and it's short too, so that's also another thing. Let's see here. Clarence, you say you just emailed me. I'll take a look at it here in just a minute. I'm gonna take a look at it when we get off the stream. But yeah, that's, and like I said, what else we got in here? I will say, I have an idea, because you asked me something earlier about, have I seen, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this now, because this is spoilers, and this will be the last question, and then we'll be dipping out. You asked me, I have an idea, asked me, have I seen the Russo's Q&A, for Endgame? I haven't seen the full Q&A, but I have seen parts of it, and I know that they have talked about some things in regards to the ending, and Load to Scholar, yes, the OP, that opening theme is so good, it's so good, that's actually, I watched the show on the strength of the opening alone, and I love that song, so good. Anyway, but yes, I don't want to say too much right now, but I will say that I think that a lot of the things people are looking at as plot holes, I think are plot threads that are going to be picked up in future stories. That a lot of the stuff involving your major principal characters is all stuff that's going to be addressed in future movies and Disney Plus TV shows. So if you look at that slate of Disney Plus TV shows, that's what you have to look forward to in regards to future... in regards to future Marvel movies, TV shows, and all that stuff. A lot of things were said and a lot of things were done in that movie that some people will think are just innocuous. That is not the case. Those things are meant to lead you into the next phase of movies, which phase 4 starts after Spider-Man Far From Home. So keep that in mind. Yes, Secret Wars is coming. Believe me, I'm not joking when I say this. Secret Wars will be the next thing. I guarantee you. That said, I think that's going to be it for questions right now. That's going to be it for questions. We're going to go ahead and jump out of here. Once again, I do want to say, because I feel like I don't say it enough, I do want to give shouts out to some of my Earth's Mightiest patrons, Adam Shafani, Adiyemo, Adamola, James Williams, Montrell Grant, Rain, Deb Joyce, Rooney Coy, Sandra Douglas. Thank y'all so much for holding it down for me. All of you who are in the stream right now, all of you, I love you so much, man. Y'all have just been here kicking it with me, having a good time, and it's been so much fun. It's been so great, and just I've been having a really good time in just doing this, and y'all have really made this so much easier for me to do. Like, y'all have no idea about my social anxiety, how, like, I'm a very social person when you get me going, but I'm very hesitant to do new things, and the streaming would just, it was something I was really not comfortable with, and y'all made it so easy for me. So I just want to say thank you to all of you for that. Y'all are just so awesome. And And like I said, just yeah, man, just ride with me, and I got plans, man. I just want y'all to know that everything I do, I'm trying to do, just to entertain y'all and entertain myself, of course. But I want to entertain y'all, so just stay tuned. Keep your eyes peeled. There's lots of stuff that's gonna be coming up. We're gonna have a lot of new stuff coming up here in the next couple of weeks. I got videos planned coming up. We're gonna hit 30K by the end of this month. I already know it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna be a thing, and I know for a fact we are hitting 50K by the end of the year. We are hitting it. We are gonna get it, and I'm telling you, we hit 50K by the end of the year. I'm telling you, we're hitting 100K by next year. I'm telling you, we're gonna get it, and Earth's Mightiest will be the baddest, most badass fighting force of subscribers on YouTube. I'm telling you right now, it's happening. It's gonna be a thing. But yeah, man, I just want to say thank you. Yeah, thank you all, like everyone who was in here. Just, I love y'all so much. Thank you all for watching. And like I said, we're gonna try and do this every Saturday as much as humanly possible. Same time, every time. 12 noon Central Standard. Like I said, man, if you like this video, y'all know the drill, man. Smash that like button. And if you have not already done so, man, if you are not one of Earth's Mightiest subscribers, man, all I ask, man, hit that subscribe button. Join the baddest fighting force in all of YouTube. Join Earth's Mightiest subscribers. Smash that subscribe button. Tap that bell so you know when posts are coming up. And hey, hopefully I will see you all next time. I love you all 3,000 plus Ultra.